Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi grananti Bhurida janaha Bhuvi grananti Bhurida janaha. Friday, December 14th, 1883. At 9 o'clock in the morning, Sri Ramakrishna was standing on the southeast veranda near the door of his room. With Rakhal by his side, Rakhal and Latu were moving about. Yem arrived and prostrated himself before the master. Sri Ramakrishna said to him affectionately, "You have come. That's very good. Today is an auspicious day." Southeast veranda. Near the door, Sri Ramakrishna is standing. Ramlal by his side and Rakhal Latu, who are going to be his future monastic disciples, are with him. Yem arrived and prostrated himself before the master. The whole scene Yem is observing and presenting to us. Sri Ramakrishna said to him affectionately, "You have come." That is Master who is reporting us through the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. That's very good. Today is an auspicious day. You see, this auspicious day, every word of Sri Ramakrishna carries deep understanding and something to give to us. The auspicious day in the sense, he is going to speak something that world needs, we all need. And that one thing which he is going to give us. And M has arrived there. He is so happy that the auspicious day is for us. That his words are going to be recorded. It was the last day of Bengali month and the day of full moon. That is, moon means it will be flooding at night with moonlight. Last day of Bengali month. Yam was going to spend a few days with the master practicing spiritual discipline. This is one of the things Sri Ramakrishna constantly advocated to his people. Now and then, whenever you get a little leisure, run away. Go to a solitary place. You will never get time in your life. Running about here, there, activities, something or other will be bothering, something or the other. You think without you it will not happen. I am inevitable as if we feel, but we are not. It is only our wrong understanding that without me things will not move. They perhaps think moves better. All things move better. Because we are the people who may be obstructing others' growth, others' necessity, and we have to always know that we are not inevitable. Without us also world will go on. Before we came, it was going on. After we go from here also it goes on. We feel responsible that everything is all right. But still, if without even a child, an orphan comes up in his life, independent of, without his parents. Somebody will bring them up. Something will, whatever a person is experiencing, it is not because of sukha or dukkha. Whatever he is experiencing, it is not because of the environment or the people who are taking care of it. His karmic load. Someone asked Holy Mother, Sharda Devi, well, why did Rama kill Vali hidingly? Mother was surprised. She wondered, what are you telling? Is God going to kill someone? He has come down to give peace. He has come down to release people from bondage and suffering. And will he kill someone? Vali was killed by his own ego and his evil tendencies that he never wanted to give up. That bad tendencies, evil tendencies which he preserved and never wanted to give up, in spite of all requests and pressures from all sides. And his ego, I can do anything. So that, because he was endowed with such unique power and capacity, that he misused it. And now you see how the whole thing is turning. Mother says no, his own ego and his evil tendencies killed him. Rama was there. Rama, when he moved about in the forest, all the birds and plants and trees which looked at him, they were released. They got mukti, and will Vali not get? Who has seen, on whose Rama's kataksha, kripa kataksha has fallen. Kripa kataksha is a glance of grace. Rama has seen Vali, and at that time his body is breaking down. Rama's arrow is taking him to give liberation from entire nature, not only sending to heaven, something more than sending to heaven. He got mukti. His soul enters Rama himself. So, how we conceive, what is the truth, reality retains. One arrow. In Durga Saptashti also, this verdict comes. You are using all the weapons and fighting with these demons only because they will be reaching higher planes of existence of joy and peace. Their body is removed from their awareness. The body was carrying so many dirt, and this sanctifies. These ayudhas used by mother is going to sanctify. The body also gets sanctified. Rama's arrow strikes the body. The sinful body also gets sanctified, and the soul rises to the higher levels of consciousness. There is no enmity. It is like amputating a rotten hand. It cannot be used. So that is the way what we see, and Sri Ramakrishna is very happy that he has come on full moon day, the auspicious day. Yam was going to spend a few days the master's expectation. They will, whenever they get at leisure, even during day-to-day activities, you are sitting in a office working on your computer or in some factory working upon machine, few minutes gap you get, few minutes, not hours. Just where you are sitting, close your eyes. That is, enter into ekanta. Enter into yourself, inner self, the core of your being. Look at the Lord's face there. Bow down. It takes 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Come out. Again begin your work. You have gone into solitude and came out. Where solitude externally not available, it is there within you always. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Bane kone or mone. In mind also you can have, nothing is available within your mind only. There itself you try. In the house, a corner you select where you are not disturbed. Kone. You go to the forest or remote place, like the M has come for a few days to Dakshineswara to stay with Master for practicing spiritual disciplines. That go and don't worry about your food, don't worry about all other needs of your life and this one. Go and then call on God. Because again you will never get time in your life. Life goes constantly keeping you engaged all the time with something or other. Something are necessary, something are unnecessary, something can be avoided, something cannot be avoided. Something or other comes in the way for us. There is a Bengali song. Shakala kajer paigo shomoy tomare dakite paini. I got time for all things to do in my life, but never did I find the time to call upon you, Mother. I got time for everything. I could go to park and for walking with my children and friends. I could go and sit before a television and watch. I could talk to my friends over the phone. I could eat delicious food. I could go to the hotels and here and there. But all time I was engaged. I got time for all that. My own enjoyments, I got time. But never did I find time to call upon you. That is our fate. From that, Sri Ramakrishna says, whenever you get leisure, don't think twice, don't plan much, just go away, spend the day silently, without any conflict, without any problems. If you pray, God will make arrangements for you. And then, this is what is expected of us. It was the last day of Bengali month and M has come there to be with Master, practicing spiritual discipline. The Master said to him, if an aspirant practices a little spiritual discipline, then someone comes forward to help him. This many times Sri Ramakrishna says, you do a small part of your, whatever you can do. This is maximum I can do. I can spend 10 minutes for you in the morning, 10 minutes. Be pleased with it. In that 10 minutes you are going to give, drop away the world entirely from your consciousness. Remove it. Drop the mind away of all things, all contents. Only you and God. Love Him intimately and come away. That is the way. Someone will come and help. The Master said to him, you should not eat every day at the guest house of the Kali temple. The guest house is intended to supply free food to monks and the destitute. Bring your own cook with you. M had accordingly done so. Master had arranged a place for the man to cook, and he asked Ramlal to speak to the milkman about milk. What all arrangements you see. Kali temple every day, food offering is there. All those who come there will be fed. But it is meant especially for those who are coming and going guests. And then people are visiting Kali temple, they get their food. It is one time they come and go. They take as prasad, the grace of Divine Mother, though no payment is expected of that. And those who stay here for a few days, it is not, Sri Ramakrishna is very particular about that. You are going to stay here. It is meant for destitutes and monks who come and go. And they send this food to them because they don't possess anything. And the devotees, of course, they come from far off distances, spend an hour or two at the feet of Mother and go back. They walk in those days, come stay for a maximum a day and go back. They need food to be given. But you are going to stay here for longer period, a few days. Bring your cook with you. How Sri Ramakrishna is telling you, see, bring your own provisions, bring your cook yours, get it cooked. And Sri Ramakrishna has arranged for a place where that man can cook and feed him. What a beautiful thing, you see. He is free from all worries. He has a little money which he can spend for his own need. God has provided that. Let him spend. Here, that we are spending for so many things. The body which is worshipping God and spending time in His contemplation, let it also get his own earnings spent on. It is spending for God actually. Nobody is deprived. A little prasad is given always in the temple on the hand. It is taken. How much of arrangement Sri Ramakrishna says, you see. He has to bring his cook also. M had asked Amra to speak to the milkman about the milk. Milk suppliers will be there to make arrangement for his milk, curds and whatever he needs. A little later, Ramlal began to read from the Adhyatma Ramayana. The Ramayana, a version which gives the inner significance of Ramayana. What is the significance? What does it mean to the world? What does it mean to you individually? Who is Rama within you? Who is Sita within you? Who is Ravana within you? All these identifications are done in the Adhyatma Ramayana, giving out the realities. We are applying it to individual, because whatever happens in the nature, by the grace of nature and God, applies to all levels of existence. It applies to the Vyashti level of individual. The same thing applies to the cosmic level also. So this Adhyatma Ramayana is a reference to your own what is going to happen. From Advaita is reading, Ramlal is reading. Rama had married Sita after breaking the great bow of Shiva. On the way to Ayodhya with his bride, Rama was confronted by the warrior sage Parashurama, who was about to make trouble for him. Parashurama threw the bow at the Rama and challenged him to string it. Dasharatha, Rama's father, was seized with fear. With a smile, Rama took the bow in his hand and strung it. Bow in his left hand and strung it. The twangling the bow string, he fixed an arrow and asked Parashurama where should he shoot it. That curbed the pride of the warrior sage. Prostrating himself before Rama, Parashurama worshipped him as the supreme Brahman. Wherever we see something great, this is one actuality that Rama saw, Parashurama saw, the Brahman in his veil was removed of ignorance. Veil of ignorance was removed. He could see the Brahman in Rama. But in our lives, we have to convert it into a different way. Wherever you see, whatever attracts you, try to bring the divine in picture. Associate somehow everything that you see, that you interact with, you deal with, whatever comes to your in life, try to associate with divine so that the world and worldliness drop away from your consciousness. You see an arrow, you can associate with Rama. You can see something, even harmful things, you can associate with God. Somewhere or other, you see everywhere in any Hindu pictures you see, there are weapons, there are animals, there are nature, some trees and flowers, mountains and snow-clad peaks. Shiva's picture you see, he is placed amidst the Himalayas. What a beautiful picture. Look at the Durga's picture. How the greenery around. Look at the Krishna's picture. He is somewhere in the Kunja. Everywhere you see an animal. All this is so that wherever you see, you can see the picture of the divine also associated with it. When you are walking in the fields, the greenery must remind you of Divine Mother. When you look at the sky of the infinite existence, whatever food you are seeing, you can remember the Divine Mother who is feeding every living being in her own way as mother of all beings. Like a mother feeds the child with her breast milk, she is feeding every jiva, even people who are evil-minded and doing evil things. Everybody is fed. So anything can remind you, you can associate anything and everything with divine, so that the world and worldliness falls away from your awareness. Divine alone shines all the time within you and without you. All around is divine. You are divine. The slowly the view of divine, association with divine, awareness of divine identifies your own divinity. Your divinity slowly projects forth. The bodily existence, the body is going to perish. The identity with it will be a peril for you. So that identity with body is slowly withdrawn. Your divine being is coming up, projecting forth, just by associating all things with divine. Now in that story, you see how the Rama presence, he throws the bow. His bow is very difficult to string. A powerful man alone can string it. The more string action, more farther a arrow has to go, the bow will be very strong. It's like a very powerful spring. So to string it is most difficult. You have to pull it so much to pull. The same bow cannot be used by all also. After that also they have to pull the string. The string pulling will take the arrow. You see when Rama wanted to show his prowess and also what weapon he can use to Sugriva, he takes his bow and throws an arrow. It penetrates to the hardest wood of palm trees. 7 palm trees. Hardest wood is palm because its growth is very slow. We have in the ashram a small plant, a palm variety. For last 20 years it has grown about 2, not even 1.5 feet, this much. Imagine its wood, how it could be. That type of wood, the arrow penetrates and passes through 7 trees which were in one line. And you can imagine the power, the strength of the bow and how much its spring action, how much power it must be pushing, with what power it must be pushing. And that was the bow. And the moment he leaves the arrow, the sound it makes when the string is struck, just he wonders and just reminds, oh, the absolute, and the same calmness on the face, the peace that he is radiating while stringing the bow and while leaving, calm and beautiful. That calmness which is radiating, the peace that is radiating, is indicating that with like a play, child is playing, he leaves the arrow. Oh, then he understands it is not an ordinary being. It is not Dashratha's son. It is something that has come down from somewhere beyond and bows down. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.